And whereas Brayden and his teammates have brought immense pride to our community and will serve as an inspiration for future generations of athletes to dream big and pursue their inspirations. Now, therefore, I proclaim that today, July 5th, 2023, be recognized in St. Tammany Parish as Brayden Jobert Day, and encourage all citizens of St. Tammany to congratulate him on his accomplishments as he continues to make St. Tammany Parish proud.
I'm Michael Vincento, the Director of Public Information for St. Tammany Parish Government, and today we have a very special guest, a Slidell native and now a College World Series champion, Brayden Jobert. Glad to have you here on set with us today.
Thank you guys for having me, man. It's such an honor and a blessing to be here.
Let's start right at the top with the emotions. Obviously, last week you guys won the College World Series. How's it been since then, and kind of your emotions going through the College World Series?
Yeah, man, it's been a roller coaster. It's been very up and down, the whole season. Since we won the World Series, it's just been, I've been on cloud nine the whole time. It doesn't really feel real. So, just trying to bring my feet back down to earth, and really take in what happened. And it's been unbelievable.
Jobert swung on high in the air to right field. There is one of them. Jobert goes yard. Brayden Jobert, home run number 12. A promise made and a promise kept by Tiger head coach Dave Johnson.
I tell you, it's pretty easy to stay up in the clouds with the amount of hits that you had that were way up in the clouds in the College World Series. How did that feel? I mean, it's you're going through the season, and you finally get to the pinnacle, and you're playing your best. How does that feel?
It was everything I dreamed of, man. I went there in 2015 to watch LSU play, and it was just such a cool feeling watching all those guys like Bregman and Michael Papierski and all those guys that are now big leaguers. Just to see how they did it on the field and then really take it in as a fan before you go and play on the field. It was a really, really cool experience for me.
Was that a validation for you to be the guy on the field getting the hits?
It was so full circle for me and my family. It was an unbelievable moment.
Let's walk it back a few years. How did you get there? You started in Slidell playing at the local rec organizations?
Yeah, started at SPBA, and then I went and branched out into travel ball after that. The recruitment started to happen, and then I ended up committing to Alabama early in high school. So, yeah, I've had a unique experience, going back and forth. So I went to committed to Alabama. That ended up not working out, so I went to Nicholls State, where my dad played, and that was really cool for me. I spent a year there. That was the COVID season, and then went and played at Delgado for Coach Sherman in New Orleans, and he was unbelievable to me. And it was just a perfect path going into LSU.
How much did the Slidell area, North Shore High School, make you who you are today?
Yeah, it's everything. We got such good people around here in St. Tammany and Slidell. It's made me who I am. It's projected how I play baseball, because all the people that I have supporting me, all the people that I know that I have behind me. It's a really good feeling. I grew up in the best community, and I'm very thankful for it.
You had a bit of a road less traveled to bring you to LSU. Now you're at the pinnacle, so you can be appreciative of that. But what's your message to some of the other guys who maybe they don't get that scholarship offer to LSU right out the bat? You have to work your way to it. What would you tell those guys?
Yeah, just keep going. My dream was to play for LSU out of high school, and I didn't get that chance. So, I just kept pushing every single day and working towards being the best player and best person that I could become. And, God put his hands on me and guided me to LSU.
Just because it doesn't happen initially doesn't mean it can't happen?
Absolutely. They got the transfer portal nowadays, so, any dream can come true.
How thankful are you for the transfer portal?
Yeah, very, very. It was a little different when it happened to me. I was supposed to go straight to LSU, but things didn't work out, so I wouldn't change anything.
It makes you who you are.
Absolutely, absolutely. I went, all the ups and downs. I feel like I've experienced every level of college baseball, and I'm very, very thankful for it.
College baseball nowadays, obviously, the College World Series played in Omaha. Walk me through Omaha. It's a very long process. You're there for 12 days. You're playing how many games in how many days?
I think we played 8 and 10. Yeah, it was
a lot.
It was unbelievable, man. It's like you're going out there playing against the best teams, the best arms, the best lineups, and it's a dogfight the whole time. We had a tough bracket. We had Tennessee and Stanford and Wake Forest. The Wake Forest series alone was just unbelievable. That was a very good team, and we had so many close games with the Tommy White walk-off, the Kay Beloso home runs. We had so many clutch hits, during those games, and it's just like, when you go back and think about it, it's like, wow, just all the little things, they all add up to win a championship, and it's super cool to think about.
It's one of the things I saw on social media a couple of days ago is when you're the national champion, obviously everybody appreciates you, but you don't realize how hard it is to get to that point. You have the Trey Morgan bunt single to crash down, the Tommy White, those little things. If one thing goes wrong, you're not where you are today. So how important are those little things and, the luck, the good things that have to happen?
Exactly. Our coach always preaches, the little things are what's going to win a national championship. We're going to hit the homers, we're going to strike people out, but, if you do everything in between that, you're going to be a very hard baseball team to beat. So that's what he preached to us all season, and that's what we practice. We practice those plays every single day and, trying to perfect them to ultimately win the goal. Like, our goal from the first meeting of the year was to win a national championship. It wasn't to go to Omaha, So, we had one sight in mind the whole time, and that was to win a national championship, and we did. It was awesome.
That Monday night, I believe it was a Monday or Tuesday, you lost to Wake Forest. Mm-hmm. What was going through your mind after that game?
Honestly, man, we weren't really fazed at all. Like, that was a good team. We knew it was a good team, but we felt that the pressure was on them because they had to face Paul Skeens if we won the next game. So, we went in there with just a very clear mind, clear head, and just focused on our job. Our coach told us, he was just like, look, the pressure's over there. Y'all don't have to worry about anything. Just go play your ball. And, we did, and we're a very hard team to beat when that happens. So, and then they had to face Paul Skeens, and that was one of the best college baseball games I've ever been a part of in my life. So it was crazy.
Were you relaxed during that game?
No, not at all. Not at all. The last 7 innings my heart was pounding every single pitch. It was awesome.
And that was the game that was 0-0.
Yeah, that was
the 11th.
Yeah, that was the Tommy White walk-off game. So it was just, man, it was crazy.
You look at any level of baseball, whether it's the Pee Wee, the rec leagues, college, or pro ball, very rarely are there 0 runs on the scoreboard in the 11th inning. So that was a testament of how good both teams were. The pitching, the hitting, you're just trying to piece together a few good hits. So how does it feel now? You're on top of the college baseball world. I would argue you're on top of the baseball world because of how much recognition this team got during the season. Mm-hmm. How does it feel?
It's very surreal, man. Like I said earlier, we were just like, this was our plan, this was our goal, and we achieved it. So, it didn't hit us as hard as we wanted it to because this was it was so realistic for us the whole season. And, but still, it was just the most magical moment in, probably all of our baseball careers until, somebody wins a World Series. So, it's an unexplainable feeling. Like, once you get that last out and you just sprint into the mound to jump on your guys, it was the best feeling in the world.
Tigers win! The national championship is headed back to Baton Rouge. The dog pile begins left of the mound. A promise made and a promise kept by Tiger head coach Jay Johnson.
You guys were the away team in Game 3, which you guys won 18-4. Which means you guys batted and had to give them a chance to come back. They weren't coming back from 14 months. Let's be honest here. But in the top of the 9th, you had a big swing. The ball cleared the park by a mile, and you took a second to soak it in. What was going through your mind at that point?
Yeah, right before I walked up to the plate, I knew that it was possibly my last at bat at LSU. And, I just got in the box and, I took a little 360 and I just really took in the moment of 25,000 people, all staring at me and in the 9th inning of the College World Series championship. It's just, I had to really bring that into myself and hone in on what I was actually doing and be present in the moment. So, I got a good pitch to hit and I put a good swing on it, and I knew it was a homer right away. So I had to admire it, man. And
I think everybody watching TV thought it was a home run off the bat because we could just see your face and the ball just took off. Actually, the umpire had to give you a little push and say get going, but that's a conversation for another day. But we're proud of you here in St. Tammany Parish. Last question. What are you telling for the kids who are coming up? I know I mentioned this before, but what's your message to the next generation who want to be Brayden Jobert?
Yeah, don't be scared to fail. Life's a game of success and failure, and you get stronger and you build more through failure, so you'll become better. And baseball is a game of failure, so you're going to fail more than you're going to succeed, and that's why it's such a hard game. But go out there, give it your best shot, and just don't ever quit. I had many times in my life where it was up and down, and I never stopped. I wanted to keep going and keep going and keep hitting and keep getting better. And just for me, it put me in the position where I am today. And yeah, so the ultimate message is to be always believe in yourself, and don't ever forget to remember where you came from, and always be yourself.
Did you see my hit? No, what happened? All right.
And delivering on a promise that he and his father made back in 2015.
Speaking of syncing it all up, how about a hanging slider right there? That's what I'm talking about. Just a beautiful move through the zone. Such extension.
And for the first time since 2009 and 7th overall, the Tigers can say we are champions.
One of the things that President Cooper mentioned before is your perseverance. And you look at the path you took, and you have to work hard to get here. You have to get in the gym. You have to get in the batting cage and get in the field and practice. So you've done all those things, and you've done it incredibly well. And now you're at the top. You could soak it in. Do you want to share maybe your next few steps, what we can look forward to?
The plan is the draft. It's coming up here in a few days. So, I'm putting all my faith into God and hoping that happens. And, pro ball will be the next step for me if that occurs. So, I'm looking forward to it. LSU is always an option. Of course, I have one more year left there. So, I just believe, whatever happens, it's the right path for me.
I can tell you, no matter where you go, whether you come back, whether you go to pro ball, we'll always be proud of you. We'll always wish you good luck, and we're glad that you were part of one of the most decorated college baseball teams of all time. So, thank you, Brayden. We appreciate it. Good luck in your next step, and we can't wait to watch your next few steps.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. That's all the time we had today. Once again, we're so proud of Brayden Jobert. Congratulations to him on his next few steps. We'll see you next time right here on STPG-TV.